Hey everybody, Blind Wave here. Did I always say Blind Wave here? What did I say?
I don't know. I say crew at Blind Wave, but apparently people don't understand me.
Hey everybody, crew at Blind Wave here. I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric.
And we are getting back into the habit of Arrow and Flash.
That's a word I haven't heard for a long time.
Long time.
We've been on hiatus from Arrow and Flash and
Has it
everything.
been like 2 months?
It's been a while. It feels like it's been too long.
Yeah.
Actually, it hasn't. It's been a nice little break for us just in terms of trying to get other things out. But the fan in me is anxious to get back in.
Yeah, very true. Although, I'd actually forgotten about what all happened last time, and now I'm starting to remember. Things are coming back to me.
Yeah, you're not going to like that, are you?
No, not at all.
She's dead.
Anyway, we got some Q&A stuff here, I believe, from different viewers and whatnot from our YouTube. That what was the last video called? Dark Waters, right?
Dark Waters.
So let's see what Q&As we have, right?
Let's.
Shadow Phoenix says, Aaron not happy. It's only been 3 months. How do you feel about a presumed not actual death before a 6-month death?
Yeah, it has only been 3 months since the first episode, which has the grave at 6 months.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that is, for one, it's assuming that she just hasn't been buried for 3 months. Are we assuming that she just died and they buried her and he's there? I mean, it could have been a month before the 6 months.
True. Or it could have been a revisit to the grave or something,
True.
too, or something along those lines.
While that's a valid point that I just brought up, I think it's wrong. I think there's like a 6 months limit for whenever this person, whoever it is going to die. It's definitely not for Felicity. This is a huge fake out. She's too important to the show. They haven't resolved things that they've already set up with her.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she's obviously going to be back. But it's still hard to watch for you.
Yeah.
Right?
It gives me hope, though, because that means that if they're going to go through all this and then not kill her, they're not going to kill her again in 6 months, right? Or in 3 months.
If they do that, that's very poor
right?
writing.
I'm going to be like, come on!
Yeah.
I thought she was good!
Yes.
I'll be so mad.
No, she'll be fine. Because I'm sure when we get this question every time we put anything Arrow or Flash or DC at all up.
Yeah.
Who's in the grave? I still think it's Oliver's baby mama.
Lance.
Samantha, I think was her name,
That's possible,
right?
but I don't think Barry's going to care about Samantha.
I mean, he's going to care that she's like, hey, stay out of my kid's life. You know, and he's like, well, now that I'm the only thing the kid has. And he's going to be like, and then especially if he's responsible for her death, which is exactly why she wants him out of his life anyway, you know, that's going to be a big deal. It's her. I'll bet on it.
All right, cool.
I'm so confident that I will bet it's her versus anybody else. Not that you even have a character, like, not even you as Felicity.
So I just got to be like, it's someone besides her.
You have X minus Samantha, and I have Samantha. That's a good deal. And I will bet slap.
It's a slap bet? All right, fine.
All right.
I feel like odds are pretty good there.
Well, yeah, they're very good for you. Yeah, you would have been a fool.
Unless you know the writers.
I don't know. I just feel like, I honestly feel like it's the strongest one.
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right.
Hope it's Lance. We have another Q&A from Busy Check who says, what if Felicity will be paralyzed? They hide her from the outside world and she becomes Oracle Arrow version. Aaron, she's not dead. Hold on.
It's a cool idea.
They've already stolen so much, I feel, from Batman,
She looks too good standing up and walking to put her in a chair.
Okay, I agree.
I mean, while that's ridiculous, if I was a producer in this show, that would be one of my points.
You want to put this good-looking girl in a wheelchair? Put Diggle in a wheelchair.
Yeah. No, he looks too good. What? No. And I'm not saying that people in wheelchairs aren't beautiful. They are. But, nah.
All right. Nick Reed says, am I the only one who thinks the genome/box thing Damien has is a boom tube? Could the new gods, such as Darkseid, be the universal forces Merlin referred to?
Yeah, because we did mention that universal forces thing that he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
Boom tube, though, is that the same thing as like a mother box? Isn't that like a Darkseid thing?
I don't know. I don't know what a boom tube is. I know what a noob tube is. That was a Call of Duty thing.
Yeah. I know a mother box is like a sentient computer kind of thing.
It looks kind of computery,
has to do with Apocalypse, I think.
Like it had all those lines
and
like
stuff
in it, kind of like a circuit and stuff, yeah. Maybe. Sure, I like the idea.
I feel like we saw that thing and then it left.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. It's got to come back.
It has to. Now, it could also be connected with the island and the island having some kind of mystical
that red
stuff
orb
going
thing
on.
that Constantine took.
Well, that was like the Eye of Horus, and then we have the Staff of Horus, right? With Vandal Savage.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they brought like Constantine to something with Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it has something to do with like the island / Horus / something and this mystical thing. Yeah. That would make sense with Damien Dark, or it could be a setup for next season.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because we did that with the League last
like season
2 with Ra's al Ghul, and then it set up Damien Dark, and then that was before that was set up with
season 2 else. You had the League and stuff helping with Deathstroke and all that kind of stuff going on,
which was set up from the island from the season 1, and the League was set up from Malcolm Merlin being the big bad season 1. So they always have a good evolution of who the next big bag is. So maybe it could be. Will we see Darkseid next season? That seems like that's
like a big jump.
Yeah.
Like there's been no magical stuff or anything like that, and all of a sudden you just get this powerful being.
I mean,
that's just
we don't have anybody in the show that could possibly fight him right now.
You don't think so?
I mean, the most powerful thing we've seen in this show, aside from Flash's, being able to go back in time, because that's the ultimate fixer-upper, but the Staff of Horus has been the most powerful thing that we've seen because it was like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it like blew everything up. True.
But even that, I don't know if that could hurt to Darkseid, I don't know. It's interesting.
I don't know. Good question, though. All right, next question.
I'm regretting my slap bet. I gave you too good of odds.
I want to cover this one because this one seems like too good of odds.
I should have given you like 5 characters it could be.
Choose 4 characters. If it's not them, there's no slap.
Yeah.
All right. This one here I want to cover because Andrew Cox says, Blind Wave, this is just a question that I want to know. Do you guys watch the promos for the next episode or not?
No.
We don't watch the promos.
Nope.
Sometimes during like when before a season starts and stuff, we might watch like the trailers for it.
Mm-hmm.
But to see each promo week to week, we just feel like it gives a lot away.
Cheapens it.
Yeah, we're like watching stuff like the Zoom episode with Flash. I'm sure the promo showed Zoom, Yeah. But I feel like we were so much more into it because we didn't know Zoom was going to be there, right?
The Grodd episode.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was going to be Grodd, and apparently that the trailer the week before showed Grodd.
Yeah. Well, with that too, we don't look at the names really either. Like a lot of times we'll be like, "Hey, we're looking at we don't know what it's called, but it's more Flash or more Arrow."
Because I think that one was called Guerrilla Warfare
or something or Ape Town or something.
Yeah, Guerrilla City.
Yeah.
Not Ape City.
Ape Town.
And when I said Ape City, people went ballistic. It's Gorilla City, asshole! How could you possibly get that wrong? They're not all at all alike.
Alright. They're not all the same. That's fine.
But no, we don't watch promos, no spoilers, no episode titles. Some guy, no spoilers in the comments, some guy commented, and I saw it. I immediately deleted it so that Erin wouldn't be subjected to the horror and terror that I had felt.
Thank you, Eric.
And that was for
he
Flash.
He jumped on a grenade. He was like, ah!
I can take out like 10 grenades with this mass I have.
I just like this comment here. Sergio Tovar says, "Dude, what they're building is the Legion of Doom base."
Oh, like the swamp
Vader helmet?
The Vader helmet that comes out, yeah.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that.
I don't think that had any corn in it. I think that he was. I think he's just late for Thanksgiving. He was trying to do a corn maze, and now he's so pissed he's going to use the corn that would have went into the maze to destroy everyone. That's
chucking corn at people.
I'll slap them. I'm like.
Walking Dead fan 15 says, with Andy Diggle being on the show, do you think that they'll turn him back into a good guy and he'll take John Diggle's spot as Spartan? Spartan.
Spartan. Is that what he's called? Spartan? Do they call him that? Because he has like the T visor. Yeah, they did say Spartan.
I think they've said it. I don't know if he actually goes by that name or not, but I think he has been mentioned.
What? So he's assuming John Diggle will die?
So like John Diggle goes in the grave and then Andy Diggle takes his place? Ooh, Eric. Ooh.
I don't like that.
Ooh.
You don't like that either. It's just helping your slap bet.
True. Very true.
No, I don't know what's going on with Andy Diggle, but I don't think it's a setup for him to take up
the mantle.
The mantle of Dig.
Mantle of Dig. He's still a Diggle. He can still say dig this. Isn't that good?
It's not the same.
Not the same. Busy Check says, what if Laurel is in the grave? The talk with Quentin in Arrow Cave, strange and weird, just like warning before Big Boom. What do you think?
No. I felt like that talk was surprisingly
You liked it.
adequate and made sense to the characters and wasn't irrational. And I don't think it's like The Walking Dead where you get like a character that has been in the background, he gets character development, and then they dies in the next episode. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. I think they just had a good talk, and I don't know. I just don't feel like the emotional impact would be very great. Like, you know, when I'm trying to guess who's in that grave, everything's about Oliver. You know,
Yeah.
It's like relationship to Oliver. It could be Felicity, but they had to fake out. It's not going to be now.
No, if she survives that, I don't think she's gonna come being dead. So I'm happy.
But so then my main guess is Samantha, because I think that would have the most emotional impact on Oliver in terms of what they're setting up. You know, not just in terms of like value of a relationship, but in what they're working towards. Right? They have a goal with this grave, and they have to work towards it. I see Samantha being the number one person to go. Next, I would say probably Lance, just because Oliver could feel responsible for what's happened to Lance. But Lance put himself in that position anyway. So I don't feel like it'd be as strong as Samantha, who chose to keep all that stuff away from her and her son. And if it still got her killed, it would destroy Oliver and cause him to go on that vengeful kick.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I have Thea and Diggle kind of tied too, though.
Yeah.
Where, like, I just feel like if he lost one of them, he still would have the same amount of anger.
But I mean, you know, and it's hard for me to just, you know, I'm trying to just watch this as a show and enjoy the story. So it's hard for me to divorce good writing from just watching the show. And I feel like if it was Thea or Felicity or Diggle, it wouldn't be good writing for what we've seen so far.
Really? Like Diggle, like original Team Arrow and stuff like that, him dying, you don't think would be a good writing aspect or anything?
What I mean in terms of good writing, I mean like they haven't laid the groundwork for it.
They brought in Andy
as an evil psychopath.
Well, they fix him.
And Diggle has his own story.
What if Andy kills John and he feels bad because he was like, you gotta help your brother, and Dark implanted all this stuff and things happen, and Diggle dead.
Nah.
And Diggle has it. See, the other thing too that I've been trying to think about is like the Flash has to have a direct link to that character too because he was gonna come. So certain characters
he does in terms that it's important to Oliver. If he had a direct link, he would have been there at the funeral.
No, he was busy. Busy. Now, if it was Caitlyn...
He's the Flash. He would have made time.
Caitlyn or Cisco or something like that, he'd been there. But if it's like Felicity, he wants to be there. But maybe he's busy with Zoom, holding them hostage or important people hostage. She's already dead. He can't save her. He's got to save these people.
I feel like he was there for Oliver.
Which means it wouldn't be Felicity. I don't know.
Samantha.
I don't think Samantha. Makes no sense.
You used to want to get slapped.
Nope. Well, I don't. You want to get slapped?
I'm so confident that I made the bet. I was like a fool if it's not. But when I was like a fool, I own up to it and take my slap.
Rayax said, I heard an interesting idea about the grave recently. Have you ever considered the grave is a fake-out/empty to convince people in the Arrowverse that someone is dead? Maybe to make Damian believe he killed someone important, or maybe to convince Oliver to take down Hive/Dark permanently after he loses someone close to him.
So
there's no one in the grave?
So, like, Argus fakes someone's death, makes a grave. Arrow gets pissed, takes out Dark, and then Argus is like, actually, we're alive. We just tricked you. And they all, like, sing, Yub Nub at the end.
Yub
They're
Nub.
so happy. No,
I don't like that at all. I mean, maybe if Oliver did something to try to think that...
Yeah.
Make Dark think that he was off track or something like that and was going crazy or whatever, but even still, I don't...
I think one thing they're doing is addressing the death has no consequence as long as the Lazarus pit is open. Now that we've closed it, I don't, and especially with the whole thing of Sarah coming back, which I like, and I'll love Legends of Tomorrow, but with her coming back yet again, and all that stuff, I feel like Arrow needs to show, hey, you need to care about these characters because there is consequences, and I feel like if they did a fake out, that would just... cheapen it again. Yeah. So I don't think that's going to happen.
You still got the Flash. He can save people.
Yes.
Of course, evil corn. I like that.
Shadow the Hedgehog. That's funny. I like
that. Ethio Samurai. Because of Constantine's... Ethio?
Yeah.
Ethio Samurai. Because of Constantine's mystical abilities, do you think Green Arrow will ask assistance from him in defeating Damian Dark? Such as an exorcism of Damian's supernatural powers. I don't know. He seemed pretty scared about Dark.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen, and again, I'm looking at this from a production standpoint, but I feel like we've seen the last of Constantine this season, and that his appearance was so popular, he'll probably come back next season. Or I've heard rumors that maybe he'll
CW pick him up.
Well, no, that he'll join the Legends of Tomorrow next season.
Oh,
if they do a
that
season
could be
2,
neat.
and he's like a member.
Yeah,
that could be cool too.
Be cool. I'd like to see him back. He was a cool character.
Yeah, but I don't know if we'll see him back this season or not. I hope so, but I feel like Oliver needs to fight Damien Dark on his own terms, not just.
I just don't know how he's gonna take him out.
I mean,
they
Merlin did pretty well.
Well, yeah, but he shot him with an arrow, blew him up, and he still didn't die.
Yeah.
Like, what all happened? What was that?
Send him to space. That's what I do. Apparently, all I gotta do is
he can teleport.
Throw people in the suns.
He can teleport away.
Not in space.
What? You can't teleport in space?
No, you need oxygen. Disprove that.
Chris Luke says, "Hey guys, you have some of the funniest reactions. I think you're awesome. If Felicity is based off of the Oracle character, do you think this would be how she ends up in a wheelchair like when the Joker shot her? Please use this question in your Q&A."
Oh, this guy was kissing ass trying to get into the Q&A, huh? Well, we already talked about this.
I know, we had the exact
same. But hi, Chris Luke.
We had the same conversation already, sorry.
Yeah. Nope. No, you're wrong.
What's that? Glamdring
and Orcus, which are the two... Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. Where is Hive's queen?
Oh, you gotta say her name.
You said the name.
Oh, I didn't know I was gonna... You do it.
I don't know.
I'll tell you do it, and I'll tell you who they are.
Glamdring and Orcus. Orchrist.
Glamdring and Orcus is... Glamdring is Gandalf's sword, and Orcus is Thor and Oakenshield's sword.
So he's two swords?
Yep. Which is the name of the first episode of season 4 in Game of Thrones. Two swords.
Where is Hive's queen? It doesn't seem that Dark is the head of Hive, but a subhead. The actual leader of Hive is Queen Bee, and she hasn't been mentioned at all. And I feel that she will be introduced, if not this season, next season.
I don't know. I feel like Hive... We're getting plenty of Hive this season. I don't know if I want to have another...
More Hive next season?
But Queen Bee, I don't know anything about Hive. We did see those guys that Damien Dark was showing his corn maze.
Yeah.
But they just seem like guys.
What if the special. Hive, what if Dark dies and the Queen Bee shows up and takes over the Hive, and the Hive's kind of like the Foot Clan, and it just ran and just there is grunts and they just are there. I don't know.
I feel like we already have that.
We do.
Yeah.
But we always have little minions.
Yeah, I get you.
Season 1, I don't know what we had. We didn't really have any minions there.
Merlin and the Earthquake Machine.
Yeah, but he didn't have minions, though. In Season 2, Deathstroke had all his Mirakuru soldiers.
Yeah.
In Season 3, there was the League.
Yeah.
And then in this one, there's all the Hive.
Yeah.
So we need more minions next season.
Yeah, but not more Hive.
Well, whatever. Maybe they change their name. They call themselves the...
Busy Bees.
Mr. Mysterious.
Oh, our good buddy.
He says, we know from Constantine's episode of Arrow that there are certain... Nexus areas that hold powerful magical artifacts. Mm-hmm. Do you gentlemen, believe underneath Star City lies artifacts that Dark cannot obtain while the city is still habitable? Also, Eric, if it's not a fake out death, don't forget to pick up the phone because, remember, I called it.
It's a fake out death. But yeah, okay, if it's not and Felicity's just dead, I will... eat 5 bags of dicks. I don't know what I'll do.
Bags of dicks?
Yeah, I don't know how many.
How many dicks are in a bag?
At least a dozen. So the idea is nexus area. So the island is like a nexus of powers, kind of what we're getting here.
Like the island's a nexus.
So is Star City also a nexus? Is he... I don't understand the corn.
I don't know.
Because that's under the city.
Yeah, there's some kind of gas or something, right?
Is he making magic corn, it's growing out of the Nexus soil, and it's like golden corn?
Maybe he's gonna sell it to Star City and make them eat it and poison and kill everybody.
That's what a terrible plan.
Why?
This guy has all the resources. He's taking out drones, little baby drones, and killing people. Buy more drones. Take everybody out in a second. Oliver can't stop 1,000 drones.
Why not?
Why corn?
That costs money. Corn's cheap.
Corn is not cheap. And it's subsidized by the American government. It's all over the place. Corn syrup is in every single product.
Yeah. So it's got to be cheap. It's everywhere.
Ridiculous.
And then he sells it and makes his money back.
Leave Star City alone. Why go to the one city that has a superhero? Don't go to Central City. Don't go to Star City. go Gotham because Batman's not in this fucking thing. Don't go to Angel Grove because the Power Rangers are there. Go somewhere. Go to Marietta, Ohio.
No.
Nothing can stop you here.
Don't come there. We'll stop them.
We eat corn all day.
We could stop them.
But no, it's not a fake out death.
S River says, off-topic question, would you guys be down to react to Supernatural on the off-season? Clearly you guys are fans, and you guys make occasional jokes about them, and even though the main story has lacked a bit after the 5th season, I think it's worth it just for some of the great Monster of the Week episodes. Just a thought for whenever there's no ongoing shows, you'd have plenty of material to cover, especially if you saw all of them as a catching up Calvin thing.
Ooh, that'd be a lot of Calvin catching up because it was a 20 episodes.
Isn't it like 8 seasons or something? 9 seasons?
No, there's I think we're like on season 10 or 11.
Are
now.
they?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know if we could possibly do a series of catching Calvin up. We could probably just have him watch it.
I think he's seen some of Supernatural, hasn't he?
I don't know.
If he's seen some of it, we could watch from wherever he's watched already.
Yeah, I don't know if we could do every episode though. I mean, they have well over 100 episodes.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes.
I mean, I would love to do it, but the thing is that maybe we could do that for like the Riff Tracks thing if we ever do that Riff Tracks. Aren't
that's
they on
true.
Netflix?
Yeah. If we can get the Riff, is it Riff Tracks?
I think it's Riff something.
Riff TV.
Yeah.
Riff
well,
TV.
I think they're based off the Riff Tracks.
Yeah, I think so. The Riff TV. If we can get on there, we can just do full episodes of anything on Netflix, basically, and all the Supernaturals on Netflix.
When we do things for YouTube, for you guys, I mean, we take 25% of our reaction. We can put that on there. It's so hard. It's not so hard, but it takes at least 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So that would be a 200-hour investment to catch up to the show. Now, I haven't seen this last season. I think I've seen half of the season before that. So what we could do is maybe we could watch the last season during the summer break.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing that. That would be fun, just to catch up and talk some Supernatural. And then maybe next year we can do it when we have, because hopefully next year we'll have more time.
Do the actual episode?
Yeah, and we can actually just do it with you guys. But
that'd be cool.
Because I love Supernatural, and yes, we talk about it all the time. Erin's been watching a lot of it. But as catching Calvin up, as of right now, unless it's on that Netflix Riff thing, no.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
That's a lot of work.
That would be a lot to catch them all up on that. Game of Thrones is only right now, 50 episodes?
Yeah, and we're only halfway through, and we've been doing it for
2 months?
A lot of work. And to be one more thing, people are going to be like, where's Supernatural?
P Fruit 0916, do you guys think that Alex works for Dark and that is how he knew what route to ambush after the tree lighting ceremony? Alex is the one who planned the ceremony.
Oh.
Alex is his person in his mayor campaign, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been kind of
we've said that we think that he's Hive.
I just don't like the guy. Something about him.
The only thing I would say, true.
I hope he's in the grave.
True.
And then I get to slap you.
Oliver's really sad, apparently. We've been saying that we think he's Hive. The only reason I would say he's not Hive, because one, it seems a little obvious, and two, it's the exact same thing we had with the League DJ guy. The long blonde hair.
True.
Who was dating Thea, and then turned out to be a spy.
Yeah.
It would be really weird if it was that again.
It's also kind of similar to Summer Glau's character, too, in Season 2.
Yeah. So, but it could just be that. But is it proof because they knew what route to take? I would say no. They left from that limo right there. That was a public event. Anybody could be following them.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Just, hey, we're going this way.
And there was 100 people there. There was cameras and stuff, right? So they could have just been like, hey, just make sure you're following that guy. You know?
Yeah. Okay. He's Hive. Tim Seckler. With Felicity being either dead or very injured, do you think Team Arrow will seek out Curtis, Mr. Terrific, to help fill her shoes and integrate him into the team?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I would like to see him more.
Even though she's not dead, she's very clearly shot and she'll need to recuperate. I don't think it'll be like Barry being, thrown around Central City with his spine.
Yeah.
And then being fine the next episode.
True. I mean, I would say bring Ray in, but he might be busy now with Legends of Tomorrow coming up here, so... Because he was good with computers.
Yeah. But I mean, Mr. Terrific... Yeah, I can see that. He already knows that Felicity was working with the Arrow, so that would only make sense. That he's gonna Yeah. He'll actually probably fill in her shoes a little bit with...
Mm-hmm.
What's Ant-Man's technology?
Ant-Man. Oh, the shrinking nanotech?
What?
Nanomites?
What's his name?
Ant-Man.
No. What's...
Who?
Palmer. Palmer Technologies.
Ant-Man.
I'm just saying, he might be taking over
Adam?
more with... Yes. He might be taking over a little more with Palmer Technologies. So it makes sense that maybe he also steps in those very fine shoes that she wears.
Grimrocker 93. Do you think Oliver will go as far as going after Dark's family, or find another way? P.S. I watched this episode with my dad, and he said if Felicity dies, he will stop watching Arrow.
Oh, your dad will keep watching. I think Erin probably would too.
Will he go after Dark's family?
Probably.
You think so? Is that why they showed the
Dark
family?
went after his.
I mean, they haven't shown the family till now.
He got engaged. That was his family. He went after his family. The last time someone went after Oliver's family with his mom and his sister, he's now on a secluded island in a secluded prison, and he's stuck there. You know?
Yeah.
I could see. I don't understand any other reason they would introduce a family for Dark, really. If there's not going to be a consequence.
They spent so much time, like, he mentioned daughter, but never show anything, and then they just, while that's happening, they show his
I had thought that assumed that his daughter was no longer with him or something, but I definitely didn't expect that he would be married with a very young daughter. So
celebrating Christmas,
and it just seemed like a strange choice to make, so I could see Oliver, especially with seeing Felicity how she's going to be, which I have to assume is going to be extremely, extremely disabled for a while. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, tubes and shit in her mouth, you know?
Shit in her mouth.
That's probably what's going to happen. But, yeah, I could see him going dark again.
Going Damien Dark?
Yeah. To the darks.
To the dark house?
Yeah.
Hello, darks. Ha-ha! All right.
What was that? No, I'm just excited to get back into it. As we predicted, almost all the questions were about the grave.
Yep. A lot of grave stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things about Dark.
Yeah.
But a lot of grave stuff.
Big questions are what's going on with the corn, what's going to happen with Felicity, who's in the grave. Can we get more Malcolm in the Green Arrow suit? Because that was awesome. I love that. Even though it was a little tight on him.
It's too tight.
Nah, he looked good. He's a good man. Barumon!
That's funny.
I like him. He's funny. He did a reaction video to Oliver.
The wrestling thing?
Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
All right, guys.
I think that shit out because that's our thing.
I think that's it for this Q&A. Make sure you guys tune in here because we're going to be watching Arrow when it comes on. Is it this week? Next week?
It's around the 20th.
Stay here for all of our reactions for everything. There's going to be Legends Tomorrow,
yeah.
Arrow, Flash.
It's going to be Flash Tuesday, Arrow Wednesday, Legends of Tomorrow Thursday.
Yeah. And then we also have, not an Arrowverse stuff, there's going to be the Heroes Reborn stuff.
There's only 3 episodes of that, though.
Okay, so that's almost over then. Yeah. And Supergirl will make its way back for everyone that keeps asking about Supergirl. It will come back.
We keep saying that. We gotta do it.
Part of it's been that we've also, as much as we've been requested to do Supergirl, a lot of people have been also asking about like Melanie and Alice coming back and doing it.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get Melanie back here. Just time-wise hasn't worked out very well. So we will do it. I just don't know exactly when it'll be up.
Yeah.
So.
And we also got Jessica Jones that we're trying to catch up on before Daredevil season 2 comes out, which I think
is in March.
Yeah, that's coming up. So.
Yeah.
Gotta get that done. We got 2 episodes out, so we only have 11 left.
Yeah. We'll get through it. We'll make it.
Yeah, we will.
Right? We've got time.
Yeah. But around that time, March and then April will be Game of Thrones, and so much going on,
guys. A lot
of
stuff. So make sure you guys don't miss any by hitting that subscribe button. And if you can't, hit that like button too. Check out blindwave.net for everything Blindwave, where we have reactions, let's plays, live feeds, forums. You can also ask questions in the forums too if you want to.
Do you check those?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I check the forums. We have our Twitter. Make sure you follow our Twitter because we get a lot of updates to our Twitter for all of our videos coming out.
Yeah.
Anytime we're live streaming, pretty much anything that happens Blindwave, it goes through our Twitter. So make sure you guys are following that as well.
And as always, no spoilers.
No, stop it. Eric keeps seeing them. Keeps saving my life.
Which one?
Everyone gets one.
I'm not gonna do the next one. I'm like, Aaron, did you see this comment?
Aaron, read this. Damn. All right, guys. So until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric,
and we'll see you guys later. Eric, hit a button.
Greg.